Hey everyone, it's Ashley. This is my 22-week pregnancy video diary. I want to thank you all so much for all of the support and awesome comments you put on my 21-week video. It means so much to me and it makes me feel like I'm not alone in this process, so thank you so much. Also, all the names you suggested were amazing, and in fact, my husband and I picked our top 5 out of that list, so we're going to be using one of the names you suggested. So thank you guys so much for naming my baby. So this week my little girl is 1 pound and she has made it to the size of a spaghetti squash, upgrading from a banana last week. I've been having a lot of fun when I'm at the grocery store with whatever week I'm on, because last week I took a banana out and I was like, say hi to your baby, Jeremy. And he's just like, you're so creepy, stop. But this week I plan on doing the same with the spaghetti squash. So this week's symptoms have been a little different than last week. I've had a really sore back, really sore lower back especially. And I wanted to ask anybody out there who's pregnant or a mom or who knows someone who's been pregnant, can you get massages when you're pregnant? Because we're going away on a little trip to Budapest and I really want to just get a massage so badly, but I don't know if I'm allowed, so if someone could help me out on that. As I told you before, I'm not allowed to Google things anymore, so you're essentially my new Google. Thank you. Another symptom I have is a really sore groin. No matter what, every single day my groin is sore, like I was working out like crazy the day before, and I'm not working out, so I don't know if that's normal or not, so if anyone's had that, can you please let me know? The most annoying symptom that's come up this week is sleeping. I can't sleep well at night. Not that I was ever really a great sleeper at night, but I cannot fall asleep because I just can't get comfortable. And then I have to get up to pee like 13 times a night, which is super fun because I sleep with this wrapped around me. So I can't get out of bed on this side, and I can't get out of bed on this side because Jeremy's there. So there's this video of this fat cat stuck on his back, and it reminds me of myself so much every single night because I'm just laying there trying to hoist myself forward so I can get off the end of the bed. It's the saddest thing. I hope Jeremy never wakes up to watch it happen because it's a huge struggle for me. I'm actually sweating when I get out of the bed and I have to do this so many times throughout the night. So that drives me crazy, and I've honestly debated wearing diapers, but I have a little too much pride to actually do that. My weight gain. So I had some people ask me how much weight I've gained so far. Some people are like, oh, you're so small. And it's kind of weird. I get weirdly offended if someone says anything oh, you're small or you're big or whatever. Because anyone who's pregnant is basically just trying their best to get this healthy baby out. So it's hard if someone's like, oh, what's wrong with you? So then I'm like, wait, something's wrong with me? Oh no, hospital visit. Doctor gets mad at me, the whole thing happens again. So, I have gained a total of, drumroll please, 22.4 pounds. The funniest thing is when I went into my doctor's appointment, they weigh you every time, and I didn't have a scale here in Germany, so I was like, meh, can't be that bad. I just eat pizza and pasta every day. It can't be so bad, can it? So I went in there and she weighed me on the one scale and I was like, that's not right. Something's wrong with your scale. And she was like, okay. So she took me into a second room and sure enough, the same number popped up and I was like, my mind was blown. I couldn't believe it. Because they say you're only supposed to gain 25 to 35 pounds in a pregnancy, and I still have 17 or 18 weeks to go and I've almost gained 25 pounds. So when I asked my doctor, she said it's totally fine, it's healthy, don't stress about your weight. So I just took that as the go-ahead to just continue doing what I'm doing, which has been great. Which also coincides nicely with Halloween because here I was in Germany saying to Jeremy, we have to dress up because it's Halloween, we just have to. And we were super last minute with it. It was 7 o'clock Halloween night, and I was like, what can we find around the house? And we had cardboard and paint, so if you follow my Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, we dressed up as avocados, and my belly was the pit of my avocado, which I thought was brilliant. So I'm sitting in my avocado, waiting for people to come. I'm like, where are these German kids? I have so much candy for them. I have a bowl of candy that I'm just destroying, waiting, and then the doorbell rings, and I was like, oh, I was so excited. So we ran out there and like we opened the door and our cardboard cutouts and these kids were terrified at these English speaking people that were dressed as like they didn't even know what, with my belly sticking out. They were just like, So we gave them candy and those were the only people we had. It was really sad because I love Halloween. But happily I ate the rest of the candy yesterday. So probably not going to do well for the weight gain for the next doctor's appointment. But at least the candy's gone now, so I can't do any more damage. So speaking of weight gain, obviously along with weight gain comes not fitting into anything. So I thought it would be a little fun to show you my pre-pregnancy clothes on my pregnancy body, because this is what I've been trying to dress myself with every day. And I've been having a really hard time. Obviously, you know I'm in Germany, so I don't have any of my stuff from back home. I just have like what I brought over in my suitcases. So I'm gonna give you a little fashion show of what it's like to get dressed every day as a pregnant woman. Okay, so I'm actually sweating, trying to get these jeans on. I did get them up, so this is still PG. Well, slightly PG, because I can't actually do them up, but hold on, let me try and hide my underwear here. This is what we're dealing with. I already have the elastic in, so I can do this little trick to get it over, but we're getting pretty far apart here. I'm somewhat nervous that at dinner, the button itself is gonna pop off, maybe take someone's eye out. I think I'm gonna have to retire these jeans. I also feel like throwing up when I have them on because they are so tight and I can't breathe. Okay, good news for my second pair of jeans. They do up, but I can no longer feel my legs as they are so tight that I'm fairly certain they're cutting off the circulation. So I can only wear them for a few seconds at a time, but just to show you, they are done up. I'm gonna have to do them off because I'm gonna faint. Now we're on to shirts. This was one of my favorite shirts pre-pregnancy. Now I feel like I'm in a straitjacket when it's on. It is so tight and short. It's also on inside out because that's just the way I roll these days. Safe to say, another piece of my clothing bites the dust. So now we move on to the winter jackets, which are a necessity out here in Germany because it's getting cold. But let me tell you, it is a struggle daily. Let's see if we can get this bad boy up today. Oh! Woo! Fat guy in a little coat. I feel really compact in here. Somewhat to probably what a baby would feel like while being swaddled, so it's quite comfortable and relaxing. Although if I were to eat anything, we could have a major wardrobe malfunction. This was one of my favorite little numbers back in the day. Let's give this bad boy a try. Okay, well, it appears, yeah, not gonna happen with this one. Rest in peace, leather jacket, you were good to me. So week 22 has really been one of those weeks where it's established that the pre-pregnancy clothes just aren't gonna work anymore. I was really trying to make it work for a while, but it's done for at this point. And also, this is the week where I've been really starting to think about like, what do I need to have here when the baby is born? I'm only gonna be spending about a month in Germany when the baby is new. So I wanna buy as few things as possible since I won't be able to bring them back to Canada with me. So my question for you guys is, what should I have for the baby here when it gets home? It needs to last me for a month-ish. Should be about the time I bring her back to Canada. So what are the essentials that the baby has to have in the first month? I also want to thank you all for somewhat being a parent to this baby with me, because I feel like we're all doing this together, and she wanted me to tell you that she appreciates all of your comments and your suggestions and your tips and your support, and it makes me feel so much better. So thank you all so much. I'm off to Budapest today, going on a little vacation, so I will see you all when I get back next week for my 23-week pregnancy video, and I can't wait to see all your comments. One last thing before I go is I want to show you all the bump. This is the 22-week bump. I think she's growing. I'm certainly growing. I don't know if it's going to my butt and thighs or where, but something's growing, so hopefully it's her. Okay. There's the bump from the front. Ooh, ah. And here's the bump from the side. Ooh. Ah. So thank you guys all for watching. I will see you next week for the 23-week pregnancy video. Any tips, suggestions, anything you guys have, leave them in the comments. You know I love to read them. Bye, everybody. The babe says bye.